Welcome to the presentation of our paper accepted at AIML Systems 2021 conference titled Resource Constrained Neural Networks for Direction of Arrival Estimation in Microcontrollers. So this is a joint research work under the supervision of Professor Dr. Sumit Darak and in collaboration with Danilo Po and Hemdat from ST Microelectronics. We encourage you all to check the link to our research paper by scanning this QR code at the bottom right corner for more information. So let's get started with the details. First of all, we will see the motivation and research background behind our work. Then our proposed work, which include neural network architecture, framework for MCU configuration, and GUI for validation purpose. Next, we go over the performance analysis and complexity comparison. And at last, we have the conclusion and future directions. Coming to the motivation and research background, conventional cloud AI IoT networks perform data processing and inferences at resource-rich data centers. Unfortunately, such centralized approach is causing problems and suffers from data communication overhead, high unpredictable latency, low security, privacy, and poor scalability. To overcome some of these challenges, the edge AI distributed approach is being considered as a solution. 5G networks demand spectrum sensing to identify spectrum opportunities in time, frequency, and spatial domains. The beamforming based multi-antenna transceivers allow spatially separated users to communicate simultaneously over the common spectrum, leading to significant improvement in network throughput. However, narrow beamforming makes it difficult to have spatial sensing, direction of arrival, DO estimation in centralized manner, and hence intelligent at user devices is highly desirable. So let's talk about the contributions of our work. So we have proposed a low complexity neural network based algorithm for accurate DO estimation, and that can be easily deployed on the resource constrained MCUs, microcontroller units. Then an ad hoc GUI graphical user interface is developed to configure the STM32 Nucleo S743ZI2 MCU with the proposed algorithm and to validate its functionality. The performance of the proposed algorithm is analyzed for different signal to noise ratios, SNR, word length, number of antennas, and DOA resolution. In-depth experimental result shows that it outperforms the conventional statistical spatial sensing approach. So this is the proposed neural network architecture for DO estimation. Specifically, we use a convolutional based neural network, CNN, due to its capability in capturing spatial correlations within the input signals at different scales. It consists of total of 7 layers, and input to our neural network is a complex valued additive white Gaussian noise AWGN signal. And then we have 2D convolutional layers with the ReLU activation function, max pooling, and fully connected layers. The output from the neural network are the probabilities of different DOA classes, and accordingly the DOA of the signal is estimated. This is the hardware STM32 Nucleo S743ZI2 MCU board, which we are using in our work to deploy and run our proposed algorithm on it. It has a ARM Cortex M7 processor running at 480 megahertz. Coming to the memory constraints, it has 2 megabyte of flash memory and 1 megabyte of SRAM. We have used the tools from ST Microelectronics to deploy our network. This is the proposed GUI which enabled the validation of the CNN model on the Nucleo S743ZI2 board and comparison with the x86 software implementation. We will see a short demo video of the GUI. So let me start it. So first we connect the MCU to our system, then program the MCU by pasting the binary file of the network onto the memory of the board. And then we open the GUI using the Python script. In this, users can configure the system parameters such as SNR, number of antennas, DOA resolution, and DOA of the active signal, along with an appropriate model for a given word length. Then GUI then generates appropriate test data and validates the desired model on the Nucleo STM32 board and displays the results given by software and hardware implementations along with the inference time. We observe that inference on hardware is faster than the inference on software. Regarding the dataset and experimental details, the proposed dataset is generated by using the wideband signal model and MATLAB software. The data generation code follows the following specifications as shown in this table. And each data point is a complex valued signal of dimension of this dimension L cross T. For experiments, we have considered 5 different DOA resolutions, 5 different size antenna arrays, and 20 different SNR values. Next, we have the performance analysis of our algorithm. So first, we begin with analyzing the effect of DOA estimation accuracy for different SNRs and R with respect to different antenna count. So this is the first graph showing the comparison of different DOA accuracy for different values of L and SNRs with a fixed resolution of 45 degrees. And this is the second graph showing the comparison of DOA accuracy for different values of L and SNRs with a fixed resolution of 36 degrees. From the graphs, we can conclude that higher the number of antennas, higher is the DOA estimation accuracy. Then we study the difference in the DOA estimation accuracy for different R resolution and subsequent improvement after increasing L. So this is the first graph showing the comparison of the effect of R and L on the DOA accuracy for different SNR. And this is the second graph showing the comparison of the effect of R and SNR on the DOA accuracy for different L. So it can be observed that lower is the DOA resolution, lower is the DOA estimation accuracy. Then we study the effect of word length on the performance of the proposed algorithm. So this is the first part of the graph showing the effect of word length on the DOA accuracy. And this is for resolution 45 degree with the antenna count 2 and 4. And this is the second part of the graph for resolution 36 degree and with antenna count 2 and 4. So as shown in the graphs, we observe that an 8-bit integer word length results in a slight degradation in performance compared to 32-bit single precision floating point word length, but it offers significant savings in resources. This table shows the resource utilization for the different word lengths, that is single precision floating point 32-bit float and the int 8 for R equal to 45 and L equal to 2 on the microcontroller board. So from this data, we can see that compared to the SPFL word length, the flash and on-chip memory consumption reduces to 0.2 MIB and 0.09 KIB, that is minus 25% decrease and minus 33% decrease respectively for the integer 8 word length. We also see that the number of MAC operations is reduced from 4,31,560 SPFL operations to 4,24,568 int 8 operations. Also, there is a significant reduction in execution time from 6.4 milliseconds to 2 milliseconds, that is minus 32% decrease. So careful selection of word length can offer significant savings in memory. computational complexity and execution time without compromising on the DO estimation accuracy significantly. And in the end, we present the comparison of the proposed algorithm with the well-known spatial spectrum estimation approach known as the multiple signal classification music algorithm. So here this is the first part of the graph showing the comparison of the DO accuracy in music and the proposed approach for different resolution. So this is the graph. And this is the second part of the graph, which is showing the comparison of music and proposed approach for different L. So we observe that the proposed algorithm outperforms music at all the SNRs and offers an average of 5% higher estimation accuracy. So in this work, we developed a lightweight deep learning based framework for DO estimation along with a user-friendly GUI interface to deploy and validate the performance of the proposed algorithm on the microcontroller board. In-depth performance analysis for different signal to noise ratios, word length, number of antennas, and DO resolution. And also we validated the superiority of the proposed algorithm over the state-of-the-art approach. Our future work will include the extension of the proposed algorithm for multi-band DOA classification and real-time tracking of the DOA for upcoming vehicular networks. Thank you, everyone.